revise some previous concepts, my dear students, by the title of this chapter, which is sets. A set is nothing but a well-defined collection of objects. Objects in a set are called elements of the set. Also, well-defined set means that which is a well-defined set is a set in which we know for sure if an element belongs to that set. For example, a set of first 5 natural numbers. For set of first 5 natural numbers, we all are sure that there must be 5 natural numbers. We have no doubt that they can be 4 numbers, they can be 3, 6 or 7 numbers. So the set of first 5 natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are only 5. So this is a well-defined collection of objects. Similarly, if we want to say that the set of best TV shows of all time is not well defined, because it's a matter of opinion. Okay, for sets, we usually denote the set with a capital letter. For example, we want to write the set of odd numbers that are greater than 0 and less than 10. The notation which we are going to use to represent this set is capital A. You can say that the set is always denoted with the capital letter. So this is the form in which we list all the elements of the set. This notation is also known as tabular form. Okay, here we have listed all the elements of this set, which is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 are the elements of a set, and set is usually used to represent with capital letter, and the elements of a set are enclosed inside the curly brackets, and the elements of the set are separated with the help of commas. Okay, sometimes we can't list all the elements of a set. For instance, for example, we have a set of whole numbers. We used to represent this set with the help of capital W. We can't write out all the numbers because there are infinitely many numbers. So we adopt a convention using dots. The dot means continue on this pattern forever and ever. For example, students, you need to write the set of whole numbers, so you will write in the form of 0, 1, 2, 3, and then you will use dots, because we are unable to write all the whole numbers, because we know that the whole numbers are infinitely many numbers. Okay, the next one is the universal set and subsets. Universal set is usually denoted by capital U, and this is a set of all possible elements that are used in a problem. When every element of one set is also an element of another set, we say that this is a subset of that set. For example, students, you have a set A which is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another set B which is 2 and 3. You can say that all the elements of set B are present in set A, so we can say that B is a subset of A, and the notation for this is B is a subset of A. Okay, the next one is the special sets of number. The natural numbers is usually denoted with capital N, and the natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, and up to so on. W is the set of whole numbers, and Z is the set of integers. Q is the set of rational numbers, all those numbers which are in the form of fractions. R is the set of real numbers, and C is the set of complex numbers. Okay, the next one is the empty set. Empty set is a special set. It contains no element. It is usually denoted with curly brackets with no element, or you can denote this as this symbol which is known as phi. The empty set is always considered a subset of any set. Okay, the next one is the union of sets. Union of two sets A and B, written as A union B, is the set of all elements in A or in B. And students, mathematically you can write the union as A union B, which is equals to X, such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Union means that to combine. You have to unite all the elements that are present in set A or that are present in set B. collect all the elements and write in a particular set, you can say that this is the union of these two sets. Here OR is the key word which implies one or the other or both. Okay, here is an example of union, students. In this example we are going to find the union A union B. Okay students, in part A is equals to 1 2 3 4 and B is equals to 3 4 5 6. Union means that to unite, so unite all the elements that are present in set A or that are present in set B. Okay, the elements are 1 2 3 4 from first set and 3 4 is already written here, so we are not going to overwrite it. Okay, the next elements are 5 and 6, so here you can see that we had combined all the elements that are present in set A or that are present in set B, so this is the union of A and B. Okay, once again find the union of A and B. Here A set is 0 2 4 6 and up to so on. B set is 1 3 5 7 and up to so on. Its union will be 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and up to so on. Students, this is the way that how you will find the union of two sets. Okay, the next one is the intersection of sets. Intersection of two sets A and B, written as A intersection B, is the set of all elements that are common to both sets A and B, and mathematically we are going to write A intersection B as X, such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. Here keyword is A and, which implies both conditions must be met, means that you needs to write only those elements that are common to both sets. Okay, here we are going to find the intersection of two sets. Here A set is 1 2 3 4 and B set is 3 4 5 6. Students, which elements are present in both sets, or you can say that which elements are common to both sets? 1 is present in both sets, no. 2 is present to both sets, no. 3 is present in both sets, so 3 is a common element, it will be written in the intersection. 4 is also a common element, it will also be written in a intersection set. So A intersection B will be 3 and 4, because 3 and 4 are the only elements that are present in both sets. Okay, here is the intersection of 2. 0 is present in both sets, no. 2 no. 4 no. 6 no. So there is no element that is present in set A and also present in set B, or you can say that there is no common elements between A and B. So intersection of A and B will be the empty set, or you can denote it as this symbol which read as 5. When there is no common element between two sets, then the sets are known as disjoint sets. Okay students, the next one is the set difference. Difference of two sets A and B, written as B difference A, is the set of all elements that are present in B and not in A. Mathematically it will be written as X, such that X belongs to B and X does not belongs to A. Students, this B difference A is not read as B minus A, because minus is an operation on numbers and set difference is an operation on sets. For difference, students, you will have to write all the elements that are present in set B but not in set A. Okay, here is an example. A set is D E F, B set is A B C D E F, C set is A B C. First students, you needs to find A difference B. A difference B means that you needs to write all those elements that are present in A but not in B.